Oh, I saw something.
Welcome back!
What's up, guys?
We are currently on, what is this episode, 10?
10.
10.
Double digits today.
And we are slowly finishing Riverdale, which I'm excited for, but it's taking a while. This is, what the fuck is this? I'm one of your hosts, Monica.
And I'm Miranda.
And today we're going to be talking about Season 5, Episodes 6 through 10.
Mm-hmm.
And before we get started with that, Miranda has a little bit of book tea that she's going to share with us.
Yes. I started a book this week that I didn't like at all, and so I just switched, and I'm like loving it, and I just did not want to like breeze through it because like I just want to live in it. I'm screaming. I can't wait to share it next week.
But first, you have to explain that other book.
Oh, yeah.
Because even that made me angry, the one when you were trying to explain it to me.
Okay, so basically, I was reading a book, it was like The Night She Went Missing, or something like that. I don't remember who it was by or anything, and I really don't want to like put it out there, because I don't want to bash books in case it's like your favorite or whatever.
Yeah.
It was just not my vibe, because I was on page like 120, and this bitch was not missing yet. The she in the title was not missing yet. And so I just like kind of scrapped it, but I went and I read the last 3 chapters. It was also a lot for me because I was getting 3 different mom perspectives, and then sometimes I would get the daughter that was going to go missing. I could not follow it. I could not, like, it was a lot of detail. It was a lot of nonsense. And then I read the end, and it was basically like, she didn't actually go missing. She was like, I hope I didn't cause my sister's trauma by going to my memorial service.
Yeah, didn't she pretend to go missing?
I don't know if she pretended or, I think, yeah, she basically pretended to go missing is kind of the vibes. And then she was like, I'm really sorry, like, I hope my sisters don't have trauma from going to my memorial service when I walked in and I wasn't dead. And I was just like, what the fuck? And then she was pregnant by the, like, one of the moms, like, alternative kids who didn't go to college and da-da-da-da. And she was just like, and I was just like, this is not my book. So, but I'm absolutely loving the book I'm reading now, and I can't wait to tell you about it because we're recording next week, and woohoo. But I'm going to talk about one of my favorites that I've read.
I need to finish the thing.
Yeah, I want to talk about that one, but you're reading it, so I'll just talk about it when you give it
I
a
can
book
probably
tea.
finish it this week.
That's fine.
We'll see.
I love Natasha Preston. Most of them. There's only a couple I did not like.
I think there's only been one that you've told me you didn't like.
Yeah, there was one I just could not read, and then there's been some where I'm like, they were fine, but I wouldn't like recommend them. This is her latest one. It's called The Fear, and basically, like the synopsis says or starts, it's just a stupid meme that's going around. So basically, someone somewhere posted on this anonymous account and was like, it was like the cover of the book where it's a rose on the snow or whatever, because they're in like a northern fishing town, so it's like a really bad winter. Posted this rose and was like, what is your biggest fear of dying? And then everyone was sharing it and saying like, this is my biggest fear, and then the killer that shared it anonymously would come and kill you that way.
Okay.
What?
The funny thing is, like, I'm scared of the ocean.
Yeah,
What,
he's
he's
gonna
gonna drown me? Like,
pull you out to the middle of the
I'm
ocean.
scared of sharks.
Yeah. And so, like, one lady, he pushed her off the roof of the house at the party when she was drunk, like, different things like that, and he had started in ways that, like, they could have been accidental deaths. Like, that was one of the first ones. She, like, so people were like, she fell off drunk or whatever. And so basically then they have to solve who is doing this, which, like, the main character was like, this is my mission in life, basically. And I was like, girl, leave it to the police.
Okay, but like everything we watch, because Pretty Little Liars, Riverdale, fucking nobody wants to go to the cops.
Tell some adults. Let someone else take care of it. So, it ends up being, so she starts like suspecting the kind of alternate guy at the school, but they are, I think they were partnered together for like a science project or something, and she started to like get to know him, and so sometimes she'd be like, no, he's fine, and then sometimes she'd be like, oh, he's kind of cute, and then other times she's like, I think he's doing it, and I'm like, girl, like, pick up emotion. It turns out though it was his brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. So anyways, it was a really good book, and I I like her writing because the ones I don't love, she used to be on Wattpad. So the ones I don't love are her earlier ones when she was like transitioning into being like an actual author.
Yeah.
And you definitely can pick up the Wattpad vibes.
In mine too.
Yeah. And basically, but it's really good, and I would recommend the majority of her books to anybody. So, that's my book. Nothing too exciting this week, because I'm absolutely going to take like 30 fucking minutes to talk about my book next week.
Literally me.
Yes, I can't wait for yours.
Oh, mine was
Okay.
But we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
Or you'll hear me talk about that next week.
Yes.
She'll hear this in like an hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're starting with season 5, episode 6. I wish we would have wrote down the episode names.
I can get them real quick. Hold on.
Because sometimes they have a lot to do. And I also don't understand why they're doing it by chapters. But then it also makes sense because Jughead's the narrator. So it's kind of like he's writing them. and
That's
there's just
true. I
different
think
chapters.
that's probably
I had
why.
never thought about it like that.
That's
I just
probably
put the
why.
pieces together.
Why is the top recommended for me right now, Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
I watched it yesterday because I had nothing else to do,
Where'd
and
that
I
come
was
from?
tired of Riverdale.
I bet.
Those episodes were so hard to watch. I was fighting for my life trying not to fall
Oh.
asleep.
The episode name is literally my first line. It's back to school vibes. Well, I wrote vibes. It's back to school.
Oh, yeah.
But back to school. So, because all the kids, well, they're not kids anymore, but all the core
The OG.
four and everything, they all are coming in with Tony to be teachers.
Yeah. And then I put, my first line is, Veronica is the hot teacher, question mark, question mark. Like, Archie, I can see.
Yeah.
Veronica?
No.
No.
No. And then Betty is teaching shop.
Literally, Betty is teaching shop.
You're lying.
In what world?
Car girl. And then Tony
Because
is
of her
still
dad.
riding her motorcycle.
Well, she's like, basically giving birth. Like, ma'am.
The vibrations are just shaking out of you. Like,
Oh, and
No.
this is when we see Betty and Archie flirting.
yes.
And they start doing it.
Yes.
I was so fucking here for it.
Yes.
And I'm like, so angry that they stop and then he goes back to fucking Veronica.
Yes.
Ugh.
Oh, God.
Fucking
No,
I'm
because
Archie fans, okay?
all of a sudden we're Barchi fans. I don't know where it came from. Apparently when they're adults, we're all about it. But honestly, like, I thought the shower scene was hot, but even just them, like, flirting, it's
Yes.
such a, like, just...
It's like, it seems so natural when it comes to them.
Yes.
And when it's like Veronica and Archie, you almost get the sense of like, it's kind of awkward.
Yeah. Or
like you have to be like, you have to ask like every second, like you don't know what that person's feeling. And with them, it's like, no, I want to fuck you.
Yes.
And with Veronica and Archie, it's like, oh, can I kiss you?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. It feels like Veronica and Archie are like still in high school, where it's like he's the captain of the football team and she's the most popular girl. They are just supposed to be together.
No.
And then it's like, no. Like, why are we still having those vibes?
Yeah, no. Someone decides to burn something at the school, and then it turns out into a fucking brawl between the Stonewall Preppies and the fucking football team.
Yeah, because they're about to play each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Okay, my what the fuck is, why the fuck is Reg the football like coach at Stonewall?
I know. I thought it was weird that the man is working for Hiram, and then he's just out here in his little red sport coat.
He literally he just takes any job. Literally, like, from episode 6 to episode 10.
He's doing whatever the fuck he needs to.
Yeah.
Like,
and he still works at the dealership.
oh, when
When
we
does he
found
have
that
time?
out, I was like, shut up. When, at least you aren't married or something. Like, when the fuck do you have time to do everything?
He's just everywhere all the time. And then, like, okay,
Shut up.
we can cut this out. But then, like, he's randomly at the fucking mines.
What was that about?
I was like, who is that? And then luckily I had the subtitles on, and so it said Reg. And I was like, what the fuck is this? What is he doing here?
Yeah. Dude, Reggie, sir.
He's getting a lot of screen time, though.
Yes, he is. I don't know if I like his vibe though or not. Like, I liked him in high school. I liked him with Veronica. Like, I liked his dynamic. And now I'm like,
I don't know. Because it feels like he's trying to be the next Hiram.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
And then someone leaves a tip jar on Jugs' desk.
Oh,
and
that
they
was
put a
so
dollar in
funny.
it. And he still takes it.
He was like, thanks. He's
Okay,
like,
but
yeah,
I would have done
do
the same.
work there.
I would have done the same shit.
What about
like,
it? Yeah, what
my
are you
pay
gonna,
is shit here. What do you expect?
what are you gonna bully me for? I'm a fucking teacher and I got bills to pay. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, you go be an adult. Oh my god.
And then fucking Mr. Gecko fucking interrupts class.
Okay.
What is he even doing there? Ugh, I hate him. I hate him. I don't even know how him and Veronica got together. Because the vibe of everybody else she's been with does not match him.
It is strictly daddy issues with her.
Yeah.
Like, he probably met her on the stockroom floor and wanted what he, like, couldn't have.
Yeah.
And then she was like, ooh, like, giving vibes of her dad, however it would have came about. And she was like, yeah, sign me up. And now here we are. Jesus Christ. Like, I can't. I physically can't.
It just doesn't match the vibe.
No.
Like, her vibe is usually like,
No.
not hot, like works out, fucking, but like not works out, like manual labor
Yeah,
works
blue
out.
collar. Like,
Yes, like that is her type. And then she's going to work for this guy that like dresses up in suits all the time.
And low
No.
key scrawny.
Yeah,
Not like
no.
Jug scrawny, but like, there's no muscle, there's no
No.
meat on the bones.
No,
No.
that is not her type. She needs muscles. She needs Archie, Reg, like
Yes.
that's the type of vibe I would pick her for. No, she got married to fucking Mr. Gecko.
Chadwick. Like, even his
Chad.
name is fucking
Ugh.
lame. I'm living for the Doritos product placement with
Oh,
Hiram.
yes.
Like,
I wrote that down.
he's just holding it, and it's just like Doritos. Perfectly in film, and he's like, sir.
There's not even like a wrinkle in the bag or anything. God
No.
forbid.
No. Oh my god, like me on Monday with my Doritos Cool Ranch.
But there is so much more ad placement in this season than any other season.
Yeah, which is funny because this is when I was like, I'm not watching that show anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
1000%.
it's kind of when it like fell off a little.
And I'm like, how are you getting all of these? Like, Old Navy's gonna come around this episode. Like, oh my god, or not like
Old
this
Navy.
episode. It should
No, but
be.
yeah. There was Old Navy, and then there was another one that we just saw with Betty. She was holding something.
I know, and they did the core water recently, and like,
Yeah.
Betty had one. It's crazy.
I don't know.
But to go back to Betty and Archie, the remake of the season 1 car scene with Grundy. Shut up! First off, it was so much hotter.
Right?
And second off, shut up! Like, call back the energy.
And I think it was also because it was at the school that it was just like,
Oh,
like,
scandal. Scandal.
I want them together so fucking bad.
So bad.
Like,
It's not
fuck
even
Jughead.
funny.
He can fucking leave. Like, I
No.
still love Jughead.
I
Well,
love Jug. He's kind of a mess. He's kind of a lot to take. But
it's just they seem so good together.
they
They went away, they did everything they had to do, and now that they're back, they seem more mature and like
Yes.
ready to be with each other.
Yes.
Unlike fucking Veronica or Jug, because they're still in the same exact mindset that they were in high
yes.
school.
Yes, 1,000%. No.
Archie decides that he wants to make a football team, but he can't find any fucking players.
And he's like trying to get the bare minimum, like 12 men you need. I'm like, what happens when one of them breaks their leg?
What's gonna happen?
What, they're playing offense and defense? Shush. No, you're lying.
And then we see that Polly likes to hang out at a sketchy fucking truck stop.
Oh. Yeah. But we still don't know where she is.
No, we don't know where this truck stop is or anything like that. But we just see like a clip of her like hanging out. And we basically find out that she's been like prostituting, I guess, there. basically every night and saying she's gonna work at the club, but she's not really working at the club. And then I said, I don't like Tony's part. Like her hair part.
Yeah. Fair.
We also find out that Cheryl is broke because she decided to fund the school, but she doesn't have money because they haven't been doing anything in the past 7 years with their maple farm.
Yes, and she's also been doing construction on the house and everything for the past 7 years, and she apparently just wants constant construction.
And then she makes the comparison to, like, the Winchester house.
I'm so over that. Like,
Yeah.
this poor me, we're cursed. No, bitch. No. I can't, I'm just not really here for that.
For a lot of these, I wrote, what is Tone wearing?
Oh. No. I don't understand.
Who was the costume designer for this?
I don't love, like, her vibe overall, but, like, when she was, like, working with Betty on, like, Polly and stuff, like, they have a neat dynamic, but, like, it just feels like she's not bringing a whole lot anymore.
Yeah, no, but it's just like, what is she wearing? You're, like, almost about to pop your baby out, and you're showing basically everything.
And she was pregnant in real life. I don't get it.
And I understand, like, she's trying to meet the vibe of, like, hey, I'm still in a biker gang, but at the same time, like,
but you're a social worker at a school, like,
no, it doesn't make any sense.
And, like, let's think about the way FP dressed when he was Serpent King.
Yeah.
He was even sheriff when he was, like, Serpent King.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're trying too hard, girl.
And then I wrote, Veronica likes her husband again, because she goes off and on with him, and I hate it. Like, either you like him or you don't.
Yeah.
There can be some good moments in between,
yeah.
but you still know deep down if you like this man or not.
Yeah, she's going back and forth. I didn't like when he showed up to school, but then it seemed to, like, win her over. I was like, that felt like controlling, like, you can't be alone.
What? But it's very much her dad vibes.
Exactly. And it's like, when he acts like her dad, she loves him.
Yeah. No.
What?
No.
Ugh.
Don't marry a guy like your dad.
No.
That's weird.
No.
Polly decides to be chatting with guys online on her kid's computer.
Oh.
And then it's not even on a private fucking browser. Everything's already there.
Yeah. This sent me. Because kids don't even know what they're looking at. So they wouldn't know to, like not go to the website. They wouldn't.
Yeah, because I know my niece, I'm going to say Chubbs. Her nickname is Chubbs. Don't worry about it. But Chelsea, literally, she'll be clicking shit, and then random shit will pop up. Like,
yeah.
How? What?
No. Don't worry.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Oh, but back on Cheryl, I forgot to say this. She's keeping them afloat by making replicas of paintings.
Oh, I do not understand Cheryl's storyline.
Bitch, what the fuck is going on? In the House of Calm.
Honestly. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
I'm so beyond confused. So beyond, like, no.
And then we get the fucking Mothman out of nowhere.
Oh my god. This was like season 3 vibes, where they're just like,
yes,
here.
That's
mythical.
exactly how I felt, especially for the next episode that we're gonna film. Oh, 100 fucking percent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. They were like, let's throw everything and anything we have at this.
Yeah.
But the Mothman, and then the fact that the Mothman, it's like a real story.
Yeah, but I don't think it's like that, is it?
No, it's not exactly how they're doing it here, but
no.
there is like a
there is
a true crime story with like this bridge breaking or whatever.
Yes.
I don't know the exact story.
No.
Look it up if you want to, but it doesn't make sense for this. Like, they keep trying to make Riverdale some type of fucking mystery.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, just let it be a small town.
Yeah.
That's all it has to be.
There's no magic. There's no nothing.
What are you smelling on my foot?
I have a quote from Kevin. Because I think this is about the scene we're going to go into when they're at the White Worm doing karaoke.
I think so.
We're close to it anyways. I have to say it. Kevin says, can we karaoke while we wait? Kev, shut the fuck up. You're lying to me. Oh my god. But if we're ready for that scene, I would just like to talk about Veronica and Chad trying to be Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper.
I cannot. I hated them so fucking much singing together.
Okay, first off,
I fucking hated
Veronica went up there thinking she was gonna sing that song on her own. Why would you pick that as a solo?
I don't fucking know.
You're playing. And then he just, where does his microphone come from? Because even, I think, someone might have handed it to him, but where did it come from?
No.
And then
Tony's just standing back there.
I'm off the deep. And I'm like, you don't even sound good together.
And this man does not look like he listens to that type of music.
No. He's definitely the husband that's like, I'm not going to that fucking movie with you because it's not my taste. Like,
yes.
He wouldn't do it just because Veronica wanted to.
No.
So he has not seen it. He has not heard it.
No. I'm trying to figure out what kind of music he's giving, like vibes he's giving me. He's giving me very much like house music. Like EDM type of that, but like very bad. Oh, like that song that was trending with the guy, you know what I'm talking about? That's the vibe fucking Chadwick gives.
And why would he be that guy?
Honestly, is that him? Let me read the Reddit thread. Like, I want to listen to that playlist, and that's gonna be him.
Yes. Yes.
That's the vibe he gives me.
Yes.
Oh, I wrote Chad's a dick because he doesn't like fucking Pops. I love Pops and I've never eaten there.
Oh, shut the... Yes. I was like, wait, what? No. That was it for me.
That tells you a lot about a fucking person.
That was it for me.
Because like, if I'm with somebody and they're like, oh, I hate this place, adios, not talking to you.
No.
Because you can even pretend to try to like it and be like...
And then that was such rich kid, spoiled vibes where he's like, I haven't even eaten there, it's just not for me, or whatever. Or I've been there one time and it was not for me. Whatever he said.
Whatever.
Where he's like barely giving it a chance.
No.
You're lying.
No. Don't disrespect Mr. fucking Pop Tate, bitch.
No.
Or Pop Tate stands over here. They end up finally finding like Polly's stuff on the side of the road.
Yes.
She went missing. They're looking for her. I don't know if we talked about that or not.
We kind of did.
But there's like so much happening in every single fucking episode, but like nothing at all at the same time.
And it's, yes, because it's like a million storylines. Like right now, because I have a note, if there's no football, what are these letter jackets for? Like, why are they wearing letter jackets?
And you usually get those at the end of the season.
Because and Tony even says no funding for sports.
But then she has fucking funding for the Vixens.
Oh, and now she's HBIC.
I don't understand.
I could throw hands right now at this whole sports storyline.
No, I hate it. It doesn't make any sense. It's very much you never left high school.
Yes.
And it's like you're living through these kids.
Yeah.
No.
So okay. But anyways, back to Polly. It appears like she ran from this guy in the middle like of the night or something, dropped all of her stuff, but she's still like missing. Which
Yes. We don't know if she's alive or dead, but we do know that someone chased her off in an 18-wheeler.
And I feel like this is like the most confusing story, but like as it should be.
Yes.
Like it should be the main mystery,
Yes.
and we're barely talking about it. I think these next couple episodes, or maybe it's like 15 in
I think it was
tomorrow or
14.
next week's episode, where we just like don't talk about it for like 3 episodes straight.
I fucking hate it.
I said, "Where's Polly?"
This fucking Mothman storyline needs to die.
Oh,
but
I
basically,
can't stand this.
anybody that saw the Mothman or the Mothmans died from cancer.
What? Like, sorry, what?
I don't know. And then I put Archie and Betty are so good together. I love that storyline. And then they fucking cut it off. Ugh.
Yeah.
hate it.
Spoiler alert, but we're getting there, so don't you worry about it.
This one fucked me the fuck up. What the fuck is a swamp doing in Riverdale?
They have everything. They have maple blossoms. They have a fucking highway that's being put in. They have
A swamp now?
a swamp.
That we've never heard of.
Never heard of it. Not
Never.
when other people were missing. Not when
It would have been
Jason was
not
missing.
when
Oh yeah, we have a whole woods and a river.
Yeah, but that doesn't make any sense. Like, they could have done it back in the fucking woods by Sweetwater River. That would have been perfectly fine and made perfect sense.
Yeah.
No, there's a fucking swamp out of nowhere.
Yes.
And it's been there for years.
For years. And this is apparently where Hiram is working to build his highway.
His Sodale fucking project.
Which, I can't wait to talk about Sodale.
Oh, fucking yes. But I was just so confused. I was like, where are they? Geographically, where we thought they were, I don't know if it makes sense anymore.
No. I'm so confused at this point. Like,
Same.
no.
I was just like, there's a swamp. And they're just walking through the swamp like nothing. There's fucking creatures out there, ma'am.
Yes. And to me, when I see here a swamp, I think of like Florida and alligators.
Yes. But
And we thought they were like in Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any
So,
sense. Like, if they were anywhere near the coastline on that side, yes, it's possible that there's swamps. But where they are, it doesn't make any sense.
yeah, I didn't get that. No. 2 thumbs down. Oh, I want to call out that we get to see our favorite secretary again, but she's still on the wrong side of the fight.
Yeah. I said, why is she fucking talking to Hiram?
That was so trash, in my opinion.
I loved her up until this point.
Right.
And then she disappears again.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry,
She's gone
guys.
again.
She just crossed us, and then she's out.
Yep. Someone is trying to burn down Archie's home. That's how the episode ends.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, is Hiram always going to be the villain?
Yes.
I don't think I have
Because
anything else for this episode.
I have 2 things that I just want to say about Jug and then Chad. But I want to talk about Hiram really quick because
I fucking hate him.
he is still trying to get even with, like, I know they're not children anymore, but, like, in comparison to him, like, they are his children, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
that's his daughter and her friends. Theoretically,
Doesn't
like,
make any sense.
like, that's like my mom, like, having beef with you.
Your sister does.
Oh, yeah.
If you're listening to this, Samantha, I know we have beef. Okay, we need to discuss this pronto.
And so, like, it's shit like that. No. And so...
It's like a grown man. He's like in his fucking 60s.
And it's just like...
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no. Because I feel like even friends that, like, I'm not close with, my mom does not have beef with them. No matter how our friendship ended.
No.
Because my mom is a fucking adult, and she was a fucking adult, and, like...
Yeah, no, and then
That's that.
I think it's hilarious because, like, I've asked my mom, like, oh, what do you think about this friend or whatever? She's like, I don't care about them.
Yes!
Like, I have
Because
no business.
A normal adult doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, my mom is basically like, I have no business caring about them. I'm not gonna waste my energy on this person that I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Like, that's gonna take up too much space and too much of my time trying to create a fucking opinion about them.
And then...
I have family tea.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to cut it, but you
Okay.
can leave in the family tea.
Okay. But, real quick on Hiram, why the fuck does he also I think he tells Chad that he's doing something with his daughter's money?
Oh,
Like-
that he wants, like, no, I don't know what he says, but he wants, like, Chad to work for him.
Yeah. And anyways, but okay, real quick, and then we can do the family tea, and then we'll come back. I am obsessed with Jug being like, talking to Archie about setting up his football team, and he's like, how about them epic highs and lows you're gonna give them? I was like, yes, Jug!
Yes!
Yes! And then my
Yes.
other thing with Chad is, this is the episode where Veronica wants to renovate the apartment, or like come to the conversation.
She wants to live in Riverdale.
She wants to live in Riverdale. She wants to renovate the apartment so that it's hers,
Mhm.
not her parents. Fair. I'm 1,000% there with her. But what is Chad's problem? Because she asks Archie if he would help with some of Andrew's constructions men.
Which is like none.
And then I have this quote from Chad where he's like, well, you can pay us back. You're a vet. You wouldn't want to fix our apartment like for free or whatever. Like,
You're fine. I'm taking a picture of your cat.
oh, okay. Like you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to fix up and like all that. And then he ends this big, rude ass speech with awesome sauce.
I
At this point, that's enough from me. See you next week. Like, shut the fuck up, Chad.
Ugh.
We're back on our bullshit.
Let's talk some more shit about Riverdale.
With episode 7, which I forgot we were doing the names now. Episode 6 was Fire in the Sky. Not sure why. And episode... Or no, that's... Oh, wait. Episode 7 is what we're ready for. Fire in the Sky is what we're ready for.
Oh, I get what it's referring to.
I think I do too, now that I remember. I thought I was reading last, but I did read episode 6 before we started.
Oh, so episode 7, when we talked about the swamp last time, we forgot to mention they found a dead body in it. Ugh.
Because who...
I was more like
Here's
surprised
like an 8th storyline you need to follow. More dead bodies.
Because my thing was, like,
Okay.
this swamp doesn't make any sense to be in Riverdale. Like, a body being in a swamp, that's understanding.
Yeah.
It's, like, inevitable.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they find a body in the swamp, and it's been there, apparently, for 3 years.
Yeah.
Because at first they think it's Polly. Not Polly. It's been there for 3 fucking years. And then Hiram's still trying to be the fucking bad guy, which this does not make sense for the storyline that we're going to be discussing, like, next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, why is he still trying to tear down Riverdale? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So he decides to firebomb the fucking fire department that Archie set up with a
Yeah.
bunch of, like, high schoolers.
What the fuck? You were telling me people like Tom Keller and stuff won't volunteer?
No.
You're joking. And then, I do want to talk though, his house was on fire, like we said. That's how the episode 6 ends. We're supposed to believe that 2 fire extinguishers, like the handheld ones you keep in your house, put that out.
No.
That shit was a raging fire. You're
Yeah.
lying.
Oh, this was the most what the fuck I felt, and I hated every single fucking bit of this. Cheryl fucking dance battling a high schooler.
No. Because I understand she was going to dance battle Tony. But
Yes.
a heavily pregnant woman is not going to dance battle. So the fact that you went in there to declare a dance battle against a heavily pregnant woman, knowing she was probably just going to like give up,
Yes.
that's fucked. Because those aren't your cheerleaders.
No.
You stole them. You didn't win them. You
No.
stole them.
But it's
So
just
then
so
you dance
bad.
battle a child,
Ugh,
which I guess
fucking
she had
hate
like a
it.
traumatic childhood of like stupid ass shit. So maybe they don't know any different. That was stupid to me.
No. I hated
And then-
every single bit of that scene.
They just decided we'll have shared control. We could have done that before we did the fucking.
Also, why
dance
does
off.
Cheryl's been gone for 7 fucking years, and Tony's been like, yeah, we're like going to nationals or whatever. That's taken years to get to that point, and now all of a sudden you're fucking noticing that the Vixens, like somebody else is doing the shit? No, you're stupid.
Because they're famous or whatever. Like they're doing good shit, so she wants credit.
No.
I can't stand Cheryl for that.
No.
Archie's army friend Jackson shows up. He has
Oh,
a
yeah,
duffel and a fucking rifle.
That's how they used to
Joking.
send him back, remember?
Yeah, we watched
They Purple Hearted it.
Purple Heart, and yeah, they're just carrying their fucking M4s.
So Alice found Polly's phone in the swamp, and then the
Yes.
serpents are going to help Betty look through the swamp. The serpents are still a thing, apparently.
Yes. Which we
Um,
kind of knew because they bought back the white worm, but like,
eh.
yeah, and she's queen.
We see a young Pop.
And a young Nana!
Yes, I fucking loved it. And there's
We love Flash.
there's like a weird light that comes shining down on. He said, "Shut the fuck up, bitch."
Bam bam!
But yeah, there's like a weird light shining onto Pops, and Nana Blossom just happens to be there.
Yes. Yes.
And then we find out that there used to be an army base right outside of Riverdale.
Okay. What? What? That was so stupid to me.
Oh, and then there's one scene that I know me and you were both gonna get a kick out of. Aren't you working out in jeans?
Oh, yeah. 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 personal reasons. But I was like,
Yeah, I saw it. I was like,
excuse me.
Yes, it's like an inside thing meme. Right?
Yeah. The Fire Academy really makes me laugh though. Just a bunch of fucking high schoolers.
Okay, but again with this time period, because isn't this the episode where Veronica...
She brings in this fire truck from like 1910.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. And then, it just doesn't make any sense.
Bitch.
What is this timeline?
No. Oh, Veronica starts printing that fake money.
Oh, yeah. She starts up like her own economy.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I'm saying that wrong?
Well, and currency, but you're right. She's making her own like economy
For Riverdale to
and she
like,
put
make it look
herself
better.
on the currency.
So they talked to Nana Rose about
Oh
the
my God.
Mothman,
Thank
and
God.
she believes it. And then
She kept the body
of we don't know what
in
preserved
maple syrup.
And they just had it chilling. She was like, "Oh, I have to go look for it."
Thank God we didn't sell that barrel ever.
And
What
then, like, if you look at it, it's not labeled or anything.
No. How did she? No, never mind. I don't.
Oh, this is the episode with the core water placement.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, it's my next line after Veronica arguing with her father in front of her class. That was embarrassing. That was more embarrassing than your husband showing up to sit in the back of your class and be like,
That is so like it's like toxic control, and I am not here for that. You're telling me you can't trust me enough to fucking teach high schoolers?
It's my literal job. That's like if Matthew came to work with me to make sure like I'm not talking to Paul too much or something.
No, that would have been way too much. No.
You can't date a fucking high schooler.
Yeah, no. I mean, Miss Grandma.
Shut the fuck up.
Just saying.
Oh, Grunwald. No, Grundy.
Grundy.
No, yeah.
Grundy.
Okay.
Grundy?
Grundy. PLO. Okay.
Where was I at?
The core water placement, and then
Oh.
that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
TBK is back, and Betty is not okay about it.
Oh, which I think is crazy for her alone episode, or her own... for next episode, when there's talking, she's like going through like each individual storyline.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's crazy. We'll bring back the trash bag killer.
Oh, yeah.
Reg was looking on the swamp and he found another body.
Mm-hmm.
And then Archie with his fucking I want to be a hero all the time runs into a fucking burning building.
In jeans and a t-shirt. No fire gear, no nothing.
Just runs in.
You're lying to me.
No wonder he has fucking PTSD. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I wrote Hiram and Veronica, the beef.
Yeah, and then she literally ends their conversation with, as Archie would say, "You suck." Ooh, we hit him hard with that one. Bruh. Honestly, if someone said that to me, like, in a fight, they're like, "You suck," I would just start laughing. Like, that's not an insult. When
like,
I'm
you're
an
like
adult.
swearing up, you suck.
I would just start laughing. They would probably win because I'd be laughing so hard. They'd get the first punch.
I do like how in this episode they do talk about like the vet problem.
Yeah. But it wasn't like too much.
No,
like,
it was like a good amount.
Take it out of like way out of control or whatever.
But it was a good amount where they like established the problem that a lot of them go homeless. They don't really have a lot of resources, or they don't know how to reach the right resources.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like this.
Or they just don't know, like, I like that we're going to see Archie, like, figure out he has a problem too. You know?
Yeah, and that you can get help.
Yeah. Art Lady is on to Cheryl. I don't know what that Art Lady's name is. For the rest of the time, I write her as Art Lady. But that lady comes by to appraise the Jason painting.
I didn't write anything about
Says
this.
we're gonna buy it.
I didn't give a shit about
Well,
this.
I didn't until right now because she comes back to tell Cheryl, like,
Yeah.
we know it's a fake. And I was like, so I literally said, oh no, Art Lady is on to Cheryl.
Yeah.
But I don't know her name. Nothing. But anyways, that's all I really have on her for now. Because Art Lady is going to come back strong.
Oh, the bright light comes back to fucking Pops.
Oh my god.
And then it, like, absorbs Jug. And he wakes up 6 hours later in a fucking booth.
After Nana Rose dropped off the thing from the maple syrup.
Yeah.
You're joking me.
I said the creepy body is gone.
Yeah, they never should have taken that thing out of the syrup.
Is Riverdale about murderous truckers and aliens now?
Yes. And then we have another serial killer in Riverdale. Like, this is getting out of control. What are we at? Like 4?
Yeah, I don't know.
This is insane.
I thought it was crazy that it's 21 other missing bodies. 21. That they are, like, missing people that they find. 21.
That was crazy.
You're telling me
What's
nobody's
going on in this
noticed?
swamp? Well, because the swamp hasn't actually been here, but it's been here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, apparently, we weren't supposed to be looking in the swamp.
Apparently.
Yeah. And now, all these dead bodies are in here because the serial killer was like,
Yeah.
no one knows about the swamp over here. No one knows. Oh, season 5, they know. We need a new story.
I wrote Jug's an alcoholic. That's my last
Mhm.
note for this episode. Is Jug is an alcoholic. Like,
Which then I wrote Riverdale in their flasks.
I don't understand. But yeah, Jug's an alcoholic.
Jug is an
100%.
alcoholic with
But
flasks.
it makes sense for him to be an alcoholic. With everything he's been through, it doesn't make sense for him to become an alcoholic after he's writing his stuff.
Yeah.
But it does, like, with his, why are you sitting on the edge like that, sir? But it does make sense to me of him being an alcoholic, like, because, like, everything he's been, like, dealing with, like, when he was younger.
Okay.
Like, his dad was an alcoholic.
It's kind of in their blood, honestly.
Yeah, his grandpa was an alcoholic.
And it definitely is a disease. But
yeah.
and I don't necessarily mean like in their blood like it was passed down like hereditary, but like
But it can be.
when you grow up in it,
Yeah,
too,
it's like you get
it's like
so
in your
used
blood
to
in
it,
that
yeah.
way. Like it's the normal. Like
Yeah.
because we all have things that other families don't do, even if it's like the where you keep your
But it's
milk.
like, yeah,
or
it's like the
whatever.
same
Like,
thing with, like, smoking.
Yes.
Like,
because
like-
it's a norm in your household where you're growing up, and there's things you just never realize aren't normal
But
until
the
you
way-
like, go to college.
He's, like, the reason why he started drinking just doesn't make any sense.
No, I agree.
That's all I had for that episode.
Yes, me too. Okay, episode 8,
8.
Lock and Key.
Um,
We find out that Kev is hooking up with truckers? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Because he's with Fangs.
I don't like the storyline that Kev just likes to hook up with randoms.
No!
I do like that they explain why, but at the same time, I hate this storyline for him.
Yeah, he is like a relationship dude, you know? Like...
Because at first it makes sense because, yeah, he doesn't want to be outed. He
Right,
doesn't
when
want people
they're
to
in, like,
know.
high school.
Yes, and
Yeah.
he's trying to explore those feelings. But now that he's older, you're in a full committed relationship. Y'all are engaged.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Yeah, and eventually we find out what's going on with Tony
Oh.
and the two of them. Like, come on!
No.
And you're out here
No.
still sleeping with people in the woods?
Yeah.
And now truckers that are killing people?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Archie dressing up for Betty? Dressing up for Betty?
I'm screaming!
The blarchiness. I need more.
I
I hope there's more.
loved this. I was obsessed with this. Good for them. Like, that's all I have to say.
But this is giving me very much the vibes that when he wrote the song for her, it's giving me like the same vibes.
Yeah.
But this time it's different because he doesn't have another girl that, well, I mean, he does,
Right.
but he doesn't.
Right.
Not yet, at least.
There's another body.
At the swamp.
Yep.
Get out of me, swamp. We find out that Fangs and Kev used to have like an open relationship, kind of, and now he wants to be, what is it, monogamist? Monogamy?
Mm-hmm.
He just wants it to be the two of them.
Yep.
We find out that that body that they found in the swamp isn't Polly's, and it's only a year old. Don't
Yes.
Make it make sense.
I think
This one we find out the baby baby shit.
Yes, I was about to say that. So I think we're ready because I kind of agreed with Cheryl's reaction to them being engaged or getting engaged or whatever. Like, I don't really remember it too well now, but like, where she was, I remember it just being like a sort of shocked. I found it a little shocking, especially because we just found out that Kev is still wanting to sleep with truckers, but he agrees to be engaged. Didn't get that. But her reaction to the baby thing was so excessive, so crazy. You haven't been with Tony in 7 years, and you're like being possessive.
Now you're being like, I want this baby to be mine.
But basically, so they're one of them is a sperm donor. Is that kind of what she's getting at? Or they just agreed?
All they say is that Tona's having a baby by Fangs and Kev. Mm-hmm. Are they a throuple? Are they not a throuple?
Yeah.
Were they a throuple? Because they all live together.
Yeah. Did one of them like sperm donate here to make a baby that they could all raise together? Did she still go somewhere to get sperm donation? Like, where are you going in Riverdale for a service like that? Anyways.
And then Jug is fucking tripping balls and he sees an alien while he's teaching.
Oh my fucking god. I
And
can't deal with this alien Mothman storyline. I really can't.
I would be perfectly fine with the storyline if it was just the two storylines with the truckers and the aliens. Just give me those two storylines. Let me run with them. Okay. But then you have like 15 other ones.
I'm telling you.
And then it like, by the end of, what is it, episode 10, they don't bring up the aliens for a long ass time. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what does this have to do with anything?
No. This is crazy. It's crazy. I can't.
Season 5, I cannot.
I can't take it seriously. I think Cheryl's complaining a lot about being alone for someone who literally did it to herself. I kind of can't take this pity party she's throwing anymore. But this leads to her wanting to throw the key party, which I was kind of living for.
Oh, before we get to the key party, Chad is dating someone new apparently.
Oh yeah. I forgot that part.
And so Veronica takes a picture with Archie and some of his workers, like basically a thirst trap, and
to get his goat.
Yeah,
that's not a marriage.
No,
that is not a marriage.
No. I also put, how is Veronica still the rich one in the group?
I can kind of see it, especially if Jug only could write the one book.
Yeah. And
then Betty's been training for the FBI this whole time, and Archie's in the army, and the army does not pay that well. But I can kind of see it because she went to New York, plus she had money to start herself.
That's true.
Off well.
That's true. But yes, let's talk about this key party.
Ooh, woo!
But why do I love Betty and Archie?
Yes. Their chemistry is just so fun.
I just want them together so bad.
But like in the full-on real way, like their hookups, it's hot.
Yes.
Get it.
Yes.
Whatever.
But I feel like they would be so
please,
good.
go to Pops on a date, watch a movie together. Like,
because I feel like even if they did, there would not be a single fucking awkward moment.
No.
As if he went to fucking Pops with Veronica like 7 years later. Yes, that would be awkward as shit.
I just want them together. Key party.
Oh, we find out Polly called Alice.
Yes.
And she's alive. And she says she's in a cold metal place.
Yeah.
Jug keeps seeing the fucking Mothman. And this is when we get to the actual key party.
Yes.
And Chad said he's coming to the key party.
Right. And then Veronica gets up, pulls keys. They're Archie's keys. Archie looks a little too fucking excited, if you ask me.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I thought that was gross. I said, no, Archie, we don't like Veronica anymore. But, spoiler alert, we're going to start fucking them anyway. They're going to start fucking anyways, so...
And then Chad gets mad.
Chad gets mad, so she throws the keys back in, and Cheryl's mad because that's not her rules, and they leave together anyways. They, like, leave.
Okay, ugh. I was here for this part, like, here and not here for it. But Reg gets Fang's keys, and then he's they make out. I'm like, yes. Like, it was something I was not expecting at all, and I was here for it, because Reg was like, I'm down if you're down, basically.
Yes. Like, what a vibe. And then Kevin gets the mystery man's keys.
I bet he gets Archie, of course. And Cheryl gets
Yes, sorry, keep going.
And Cheryl gets Tony.
Yes. I did have a question though, because Cheryl is gonna force Kevin or Jug to go. Even though like Tabitha doesn't want him to because he's drunk, and she's like, no, because we're running out of people and that's no fun. But she made a whole speech at the beginning about consensual, don't do anything the other person's not comfortable with. I'm like, drunk is not consensual.
No. Absolutely fucking not.
And I don't want to go there. I don't want to get into any of that. It's not the point of this podcast. But that is not consensual.
No.
Cheryl, do better.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Ugh.
And then we find out Kev doesn't really want to get married.
Yes. And they kind of break up.
And then I have this quote, but I don't know from who to who. And it says, a window of light in the dark.
I don't remember either.
But then, Veronica and Chad fucking argue.
Mm-hmm.
I want a divorce.
Yes, we're getting a divorce.
Maybe.
Archie admits he has feelings for Veronica, but why did Veronica ask Arch if he's still into her? Man, you're fucking married. Gross.
It doesn't even matter if you've asked your husband for a divorce or not. Until that's finalized, you should not be seeing anybody else. That's the way I feel.
Yeah. You're in that
relationship. Because you're still committed to this person until it's legally signed that you're no longer committed.
Yes. I don't get that.
And I understand it's a lot harder when you have kids, but at this point, no.
Mm-mm. And Archie is just not doing it for me, and I will always be there.
And then Veronica also wants to get back with Archie. Polly calls again. The episode ends with Polly calling and telling them they can...
That she's at the payphone in the middle of nowhere, and Betty goes, what, where? Bitch, she just told you. It's the middle of nowhere.
I'm on this road, in this phone booth.
Come
find me. And they go find her, and it looks like someone crashed into it.
Yeah, because I said, is Polly okay? This phone book is indicating a big no.
I said, all they find is a bloody phone booth.
Mm-hmm.
Also, why is there a phone booth in the middle of East Jesus Nowhere?
Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't get me started, Monica.
Episode 9.
Let me get you the name of it.
This one I did not write a lot for.
I was just looking. I didn't either. Oh, wow. Ready? Destroyer. Do better.
Who are we talking about? Chad with his marriage, Veronica with his marriage,
Do better.
Archie with Betty, Jug with his own life, Alice with her own life. Like, who are we talking about?
Do better.
This one starts off with Veronica offering $10,000 to whoever scores the first football point.
Incentivizing children over a high school football game. You're lying.
No.
You're lying. And she's motivating Archie. Boo them. And then they're in the fucking locker room together, all that shit. I don't want them together. I don't want to talk about it.
Nope. They want the Bulldogs to be glorious again.
Yeah.
When were they ever glorious?
Truth.
When they were playing in the jail? Like, when were they that good?
No.
Didn't they lose a championship?
Yeah.
When were they glorious?
Never.
Stop trying to relive your life. Just move on.
Cheryl is really pissing me off. She's like super toxic about them not being any good. She won't bring the cheerleaders, and they like can't have maple syrup or something either, which I didn't really understand that, but whatever. Mm-hmm. What? That is so toxic.
I just cannot.
Anyways,
the blood that they find in the phone booth is Polly's.
yes. Because I said no.
Oh, and then there's a kid in fucking Jugs' class that's writing a story about the Mothman.
Coinky dink.
For what? For what?
Shut up.
What is
You're
the
lying.
storyline? I wrote this quote. I'm pretty sure it's Cheryl because it sounds like Cheryl. And it says, "Keep telling yourself that, loser."
Yeah.
Oh, this is back to the blood. Betty lies to her mom and says the blood is not Polly's.
Oh. Why? understand the lie, but where do we go from here?
Yeah, like where were you trying to go?
No. I didn't get it. I don't care for it. No.
Betty and Jug are working together again. That I do like. I did kind of like it, but then at the same time, Jug's mind was somewhere fucking else.
Yeah.
Oh, and then in this episode, you get fucking T-Dubs. He's like an actual football player.
Oh, yes, because I wrote... Yes, that's what I was talking about here. I was, like, literally just reading that, and I'm like, I'm going to skip over that one. I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. A motivational football speaker. What?
I don't understand.
That would just not motivate me. What do I care about this professional football player coming to my high school to be like, do good?
To the 12 players.
Shut up. Like,
as if $10,000 was not enough.
I didn't get that. I didn't like that. I thought it was stupid. Okay.
Hiram wants to coach the team now, so he kicks Reg off of being the coach, and he decides to be the coach, which now he's the mayor. He sits on the fucking, on the Council of Stonewall, and he's the football coach, while also doing the Sodell project and doing all this other shit. What else are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're still fucking hating your daughter's friends.
Yeah. He's a busy man. Busy.
The old man says that the Mothman took Polly.
Oh, yeah! That was so... I understand why we, like, brought that old man in. That was, like, such a random story. You can hear the Mothman with a bunch of question marks was my next note. Like,
oh, I did not write that down.
That was so weird to me that, like, because I don't remember exactly what was going on, but it's like we can just all of a sudden hear him, and then it's like the light showed up or something like that.
Yeah.
It has been a minute since I watched these episodes. So weird to me.
Yeah.
Such a random twist, because how many times have we already seen the light? Where was the sound then? Anyways, okay.
I put Betty with that gun. She's giving me very much, what's her name in Stranger Things? Nancy?
Oh, yeah.
That's the vibe. Kev gets beat up.
I said poor Kev.
And then he admits that he's ashamed of being gay because of what his mom told him.
Oh, yeah.
That, like, broke my heart. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? And so basically we find out that this whole time he's been going out and meeting randos because his mom told him, like, fuck you. You shouldn't be gay. And
which was so
ashamed
sad.
Which now I'm glad we've never seen or met his mom.
Yeah, same.
And
that Tom cheated on her with McCoy.
Yeah. And then Betty beats up that trucker.
Which I was like, how do you know it's this guy? What told you that? Where did that come from?
There's nothing there. I said Betty is becoming dark.
Lerman is missing because he sleepwalks, I think.
Oh, the kid that wrote the story. He
goes,
sleepwalks to Lonely Island.
Yeah.
Where the fuck is that? So now there's an island and a swamp.
I don't know. And then I just really wanted to say this. Cheryl is giving peaked in high school energy.
Yes! I said, Cheryl, you're almost 30. Stop.
Yep.
Yeah, no. The Bulldogs finally score.
Yes.
And then guess what? Guess what finally fucking happens? The FBI finally shows up in town.
Yes, and Betty is like caught, basically.
Yes. This is the last good episode
for a while, and
yeah,
it is called...
Oh, this is our last episode that we're going to be talking about. This is episode 10 of season 5. What is it called?
Pincushion Man.
What the fuck?
Okay.
That literally doesn't make any sense.
No, not a single thing. But we get a nice start with seeing this chemistry between Jug and Tabitha.
Tabitha.
I don't know why I said it like that.
I didn't start mine like that.
Oh shit.
I wrote, the Black Hood could be the killer, question mark, question mark.
Oh, that's right. I thought that was so stupid. I just, like,
yeah.
but yes, you're right. It does start with that. which just doesn't make a bit of fucking sense to me.
No.
So I just breezed
Like, it
past
does make sense. Like, they would
What?
check it out to see if it would match up with the timeline.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, there was another serial killer at the same time. What are the, like, chances of that?
Yes.
But at the same time, you're like, there's, like, 5 new bodies that they just found. And he's been dead for, like, 7 years. Like,
yes.
what are you talking
and
about?
my thing with it was the Black Hood was proud of what he was doing.
Yeah, like, you would know.
What?
No.
Yeah, it's not just going
He
on.
admitted to all this shit.
Okay. But then we get this Jug and Tabitha storyline, where they're kind of having this like little romantic banter in the
I don't like them together.
No, but it's an interesting change for him
Yes.
in like my opinion, because even like the ex that we've
She
barely
seems very
seen-
stable.
Yes. Yes, that's what I was about to say, because I feel like Betty and Jug in high school were kind of
like
erratic, up, down.
They were very
But
much
it's high school.
adrenaline
Yes.
addicted together.
Yes, but it is high school, and
Yeah.
like high school drama is going to affect your high school relationship.
Yes.
And then clearly that ex-girl was just fucking batshit crazy, and they did drugs together.
They did maple mushrooms.
So that's why I like Jug and Tabitha. That's the only
Yes.
reason. But I don't like Jug for Tabitha. Like she
yes, no,
deserves
she
the
needs
world.
Some, yeah.
But
Who do I think she would be good with?
honestly, no one on the show.
Maybe Moose.
Oh yeah, he does come back. But Moose is gay.
He's bi.
Okay, but he pretty much only dates men.
That's true.
I don't want to assume his sexuality, but okay.
Chadwick doesn't want to sign the fucking divorce papers.
Yeah, Chad is fucking toxic.
And then maple trees have no more maple.
Yeah, what?
Boom. Out of sap. How's that even possible? Every single one of them. No more sap. I don't understand.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know how the sap works
No.
in trees or whatever, but
No.
like, how does that even happen? All your trees at once, not even one drop?
No, that was insane.
You know what? I know why. I know why they didn't have no sap. They didn't do the ceremony this year.
Yes, the maple tapping. There was no one.
Mhm.
Nana
No.
tells Cheryl though they aren't getting maple because she's happy with this
Because
art
of the
lady.
Curse. They're not allowed. The
And-
blossoms aren't allowed to be happy.
Yes, because she started seeing the art critic a lot more like seriously.
Yes.
I guess we haven't really seen that,
Yes.
but I'm low key obsessed with that for her. Like, move on, girl. Get out of Riverdale. Ooh, get
Yes.
yourself a little art critic.
But that's my thing. Like, they're all trying to get out of this town, and then they all keep coming back. Like, just
Right.
leave. You'll be fine.
But I think the maple has something to do with the fact that Hiram wants it, so I feel like
Yes.
he's tampered with it.
That's what I was thinking also.
So.
This has nothing to do with the storyline or anything, but Archie's hair dye, the way his hair looks in this episode is so bad.
I didn't even notice.
No, I'm like,
Oh my god.
I want to go to the scene where it is.
Okay.
We can keep talking, but
Oh, this is when I brought up the Black Hood. I wrote it later for some reason. There must have been something that happened because I said, "Is there a Black Hood copycat?" Because that's what I'm waiting for now.
Oh, I
Is
what
we
you're
get some
saying.
dramatic reveal that like someone like Chick has been around. Not Chick, for example, because he's been in prison and stuff. But someone like Chick has come around and wants to be the Black Hood and like.
Yes.
Anyways, that was my next thing. Mine that has almost nothing to do with this is when the fuck did they finish this Riverdale jewelry store?
Right.
When did that happen? Okay.
My next line. Nana sells the fucking groves.
Out from under her.
Okay, look at this. Look at his hair. I could not stop looking at it.
That is so distracting. Like you're
It
lying.
looks so bad. Like,
Oh my god.
if I have never noticed it before, but this just looks so bad. I was like, no, not for me.
Oh my god. But yes, Nana sells them out from under Cheryl. Cheryl is super angry about it. I guess I understand why.
But then at the same time, she's like, I already claimed that grandma was crazy. These don't fucking
Yeah,
work.
so it's not good. So then he lights them on fire. Ma'am, what?
Oh, and then
Or sir?
but I have so much more before I want to get to that part. With the
Oh,
fire.
no, absolutely.
No,
but
But yes, it doesn't.
yeah,
no.
that whole like little
That
exchange
storyline. No.
was so strange.
No.
But like at least it's over. But like, or well, kind of. But
Oh, and then Betty's man comes fucking back.
oh,
Fucking Glenn.
why did I completely forget Glenn and Betty were like hook it up in
me
episode
too.
1. Well, not
Me-
episode 1.
No, but I get what you're saying. Like, they were together before she came back for the 70th.
And then the man Glenn says he's been studying her family.
And his
Shut up.
dissertation is about the Coopers.
Shut the fuck up. And he's like, what do you mean? You have the genes and you didn't kill anybody. Charles doesn't have them and he's out here crazy as fuck. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. You're
No.
playing.
No.
That is so crazy. Why are you sleeping with her then?
Right.
For that?
When she slapped him, I was like,
Oh,
yes,
yes.
girl. Like, get the fuck out of there. Because, like, this to me was so much worse
Yes.
than when Jug was trying to write about the Black Hood.
Yes.
This is like, you're studying me.
Yes. Whereas Jug was going to take it as inspiration for a fictional Baxter
Yes.
book story.
Yes.
Come
No,
on.
this,
That's fine.
I was not.
Because anybody's going to do that. Like,
Yeah.
anybody was going to write it. Whatever. Like, at least.
Yeah, but it's like where these people
Anyways.
get their, like, inspiration for, like, some mystery novels and
Yes.
stuff. Like,
Ugh.
but this is like, he is studying you like you are a subject.
Yeah.
You are not a person to him.
Yeah.
And then
No.
something's brewing in the jail, according
Yeah.
to Archie's uncle.
Why is Frank in jail? Why
Because
can't I remember?
he decided to turn himself in for that DUI.
Oh. Okay. Oh, and then we find out Jug's ex is selling the maple mushrooms that he wants to get high on. Like, pop off. That's so
And then-
random.
They put the psychedelics in the cheeseburger.
No, the fry.
No, she puts it in the cheeseburger.
Oh, different. We're talking about different things. Yes, I was jumping ahead. My bad.
No, yeah. No.
Yes, yes, you're right. She cooked it up in a cheeseburger. Ma'am.
Where'd you cook it? In the bunker? At Pop's?
Yes.
I put Chad and Veronica, because they hook up again. Because she goes to see him.
I said, Veronica, make up your fucking mind. Like, what
Right?
the fuck?
No.
Ugh.
It doesn't make any fucking
No.
sense. There's a hair.
So we start seeing that there's going to be a prison breakout, but it's orchestrated by Hiram.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Oh, and then the maple groves go up in flames here in a minute. Let's see. Where am I at? Oh my god.
Yeah, so they break out of jail,
They break out of jail.
jailbreak, and we see fucking Penelope coming out. And then Reg
Mhm.
starts to burn down the maple trees.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I thought mine were messy, but now I see what's happening. Never mind.
I just like
Yes.
hate it, like it goes back and forth.
Yes, that's why I thought mine were messy, and then I realized what was going on. Yes, so we see Penelope come out along with other prisoners. Reggie lights the maple groves on full fire, which now I'm kind of confused on how the maple groves also work, because it gave the vibes that we were by the swamp for starters.
Yes.
And
Or
then
by like Sweetwater River, and that's why there's fucking maple trees in this fucking part of the fucking land.
and then it takes so long for them to know at the house.
Like nobody looks outside. You're not gonna. All of a sudden, it's bright outside.
That was so weird. Anyways, Charles and Chick are back, and they go to the
They
Cooper
show up at the
home
Cooper.
with guns.
And then Chick has long hair. The guns, I don't care about that. Chick with long hair has
What I
got to
care about
go.
is where did the guns come from? They made
Honestly,
a pit stop?
I don't fucking know.
They didn't have guns in jail. I know that much.
And
yes, Chick has long hair. What the fuck?
then we find out that Alice has still been talking to fucking Charles while he's in jail.
Stop. I physically gasped
I was
when
like,
she said that.
what is wrong with
Why?
Alice? Like,
Why?
I thought she was going back to normal.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
And then the majority of the other prisoners went to Riverdale High
Which, that doesn't make any sense.
to, like, destroy it
I don't know. To mess it up,
for Hiram. Which is that why Hiram orchestrated this
I'm guessing.
prison break?
So apparently,
Oh.
Charles and Glenn went to the FBI Academy together. And
Yeah.
I don't know, something happens. Betty stabs Glenn.
And they wanted Juniper to do it. Because they said they were making Juniper do
understand.
what? That was insane. Chick and Charles are wanting to get married. This is insanity at this
There's
point.
just too much happening.
Betty's gonna stab them instead
Oh,
of Juniper.
But wait, before that, Alice gets ordained to marry
Oh, yeah.
to marry them.
Yep.
Ugh.
What?
Oh, before we move on any further, earlier in the episode, I put Juniper and the other one get hurt, question mark, and then we find out they pushed a kid down the stairs.
Oh, yes. Yes. I forgot to say that too, but I had that noted. I said, Juniper and Dagwood, what the fuck?
I put Juniper and the other one, because I couldn't remember the other one's name.
How did you forget Dagwood?
I don't
Okay.
know. And then they get into kind of like a, Charles kind of like attacks Alice. Alice shoots Charles, and then she's like crying over it.
Which was insane to me. I mean,
Yes.
sure he's your son, but like, how much has he done to your family?
And then Jug is tripping
In the bunker.
In the bunker.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's making out with Betty.
And his like other ex, whatever her name is, they're like
I
going
don't know.
back and forth.
Yes. And he's like tripping out. And then a fucking alien pops up, and it's ugly as fuck.
That was so weird.
Oh, and then this is when Penelope shows up at the house, and she's like, yo,
It's
this
on
shit's
fire.
on fire. And she's like, we have to pray for wind. And
Yes.
they pray for wind.
They're praying for wind, and it works.
In what world?
Shut up. You're literally joking.
And then the episode ends with Tabitha going back downstairs to check on
Yes.
Jughead, and all she finds is a bloody handcuff.
Yes.
In what world did she think that handcuffing him to
No.
a table was gonna work?
Yeah, this was
He's
insane to
tripping
me.
out.
Yeah.
No.
My only other note was that Betty is now going to be a truck driver to solve this
Oh.
like, crisis. This whole thing is insane. You're lying. You're playing games.
Yeah. But the end of this episode basically is Jug is missing.
Yeah, a bloody handcuff, Jug's missing. Dun dun dun!
There's free prisoners fucking everywhere in Riverdale.
Yes, the prisoners are everywhere. They're going home or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. Well, that was Riverdale. Fucking fantastic.
These episodes I was okay with. The next
Yes.
next week's episode, those are atrocious.
They're not great. I hope
There's
it's
so
gonna
much
come
singing.
around.
There's so much singing.
Oh, singing. Yes.
I hated it.
Yes. We don't have a whole lot, so hopefully maybe next week will be short, guys. I don't know.
Oh, it should be. Unless I talk about my book a lot.
Right. Yeah, we might have time to kind of get sidetracked because a lot of the time I have to cut like our little sidetracks off because there's just no reason for it if the episode's gonna be like 2 hours long. So, anyways, we're really excited to keep going and see how this ends. I think, even though like these were atrocious, like I do kind of
Yes.
want to know how they're gonna wrap all this up.
But
Because
that's
we're
my
in
thing.
another case where we're getting like 7 fucking storylines.
Yes.
But I'm kind of excited to see if it gets better
Yeah.
or worse.
No, my thing is, I'm just waiting for them to tie everything in together.
Mhm.
Because that's what they always do.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm waiting for.
Mhm.
And getting there is starting to be exhausting.
Yeah, these next 5, rough.
Yeah.
Rough. Guess I'm a dog now too. Okay.
News of this week, entertainment, pop culture. Learn with us, y'all. So me and Miranda were obsessed with this Adam Levine fucking
Yes.
story because we want the tea. We want to know what's going on.
Yes.
And then Miranda's like, who the heck is this guy? I don't know who he is. And then I'm like, that's fucking Ned from the Try Guys. He used to be a part of like the BuzzFeed like
and
game
then when
when they
you
were
said
getting
that, I was like, okay, I do kind of remember that, but I don't remember them on their own. I never really
Yeah.
followed them that closely, but like I definitely watched them on BuzzFeed and stuff.
Yeah. And then I explained to her that Ned is very much the my wife type of guy. And then he cheated on her with his coworker.
Who has been engaged to
For
a man.
10, no,
Yes.
they've been together for 10 fucking
And
years.
then now they got engaged, and now here we are. Like, you're playing.
No,
Insane.
no. And this got way more traction than the Adam Levine thing, but I think it's because
Okay.
it's like we know more about their lives.
That, and I don't mean to be a bitch. I really don't. Like, all the
It's-
love to Bahati, but it's Adam fucking Levine. He is some major pop star. They always cheat. And I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
no
very rare.
disrespect to any good man out there that's also a pop star. No disrespect to Bahati or any wife that chooses to
No.
be with a pop star.
But it's very
Because-
much like,
But
no. Because for them, I didn't even know that he was married and that he had
No.
2 kids by this lady.
no, if you don't follow them at all, like
You wouldn't know.
You would hardly know. Of
No.
course, when you get on his Instagram, he does post about them and stuff. Which
I
I
wanna
think
know.
that's why I was so fascinated with the Sumner part, where she's like, he said he was leaving. But he's posting family shit all the time.
I
Like, shut the
fucking know.
fuck up, bitch. You're
Also,
lying.
She was giving very much pick me vibes.
Pick
Not
me,
gonna lie.
and then all of a sudden I was like, "What? I haven't gone to her page or anything. Like, it's not worth it to me." But I was seeing TikToks where she's like, "Go to my
Posting her-
OnlyFans."
Yes. No.
Like, girl,
No.
you wanted fucking traction.
Yes.
Whatever.
And then with the Ned thing, it's completely
It's
different.
a whole
because
different thing.
his whole persona revolves around his fucking wife.
Yep.
And his kid and all this other shit.
Yep.
And then the funniest shit is that when he was saying his apology or whatever, it basically sounded the same as Adam Levine's, but he tagged the fucking girl he cheated on.
Oh,
with.
yes.
He tagged her in that shit.
Oh.
In what world? And the Try Guys being there for kind of like her and being like, no, you're off. Like,
Mhm.
you're off the show completely.
Mhm.
That I'm here for.
Mhm.
Because that fucking messes up everything.
Yep.
And one of the guys on the Try Guys, from the Try Guys, is like very good friends with the wife. So I'm like even more here for it. Like,
Mhm.
nope, you don't gotta tell me twice. You're gone.
Yep.
This is very bad energy. And now there's fucking tea coming from like the old BuzzFeed people,
Yes.
like coming out with like he used to be like a terrible person on set and stuff.
Obsessed. I'm
Allegedly.
so obsessed.
Allegedly. 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 I don't want to get sued.
Come to our brand new podcast, please.
Yes.
No.
But
yes.
that's the end for the What the Fuck news. If there's any more scandals like that, let us know because we are fucking here for
love
it.
drama. We keep it
Yes.
out of our lives, but we love it.
We
love-
like to hear about it. We don't
Yes.
like to be a part of it.
That's why we read the books we read. That's
Yes.
why.
That's why we like. It's just we like talking shit about
Yes.
everything and anything.
Yes.
Even like
If you couldn't tell from literally the podcast we started,
honestly.
talking shit on stupid ass shows.
But it's just like fun. It's like you get to state your opinion.
Yes.
And like you get other perspectives. Because like there's stuff that you've said that I haven't even noticed. And it's just
Same.
like so nice to be able to talk shit about stuff and not really have to
Yeah.
worry about it. Because when the fuck is Ned gonna listen to this podcast? Never. Adam
Exactly.
Levine, he doesn't even know I exist.
Exactly.
Like,
Yes.
I
Yes.
just went on this tea.
And when it's not your drama and I say something that you don't agree with, you're not gonna get mad at me. Like,
Right? Like, yeah, we can have, like, we'll
We can
argue
have-
and, like, bicker about it. But it's, like,
exactly.
it's not that big
But,
of a
like,
deal.
Yeah, like a banter way.
Yeah.
Because there's no effect of us on it. Like,
And then we also, like, understand that we can have different
yes.
opinions.
Yes.
And, like, we'll, like, explain to each other, like, why we see this way.
Mhm.
And, like, you can still not agree with it, but you'll understand.
Yes.
And, like, that's the biggest thing.
Ugh.
Because I'm not going to get mad at you if you just explained your fucking opinion. Even
Exactly.
If, like,
Because what do you care what I think of Ned? You
Yeah.
don't.
I know. Because I already know my opinion.
Exactly.
I don't care. But yeah, we like to
But-
shit talk if you haven't noticed. It's our favorite thing to do.
Yes.
And that's why this podcast is explicit. We just like to shit talk all the time. It's our favorite thing to do. Ugh. But it's so, I feel like it's so much harder at work right now.
I know.
But it's just because I'm like not comfy.
Yeah, I don't know his vibe.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to tell you a little bit more though, but
We'll have to bleep this out. But it's like,
yeah.
there's just so much I want to talk about that has like nothing to do with like my personal life or anything. It's just like I just want to talk about everything and anything right fucking now,
Mhm.
and it's just like bottling up.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But that's it for this week's episode. Thank you all for listening.
Yes.
Go ahead and follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Twitter. I meant to say TikTok, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook at whatthefuckisthis_podcast.
I'll link it all in the show notes, personal and professional.
And the dogs. The dogs
Mhm.
weren't really in this episode this time,
Yeah, just Mav.
surprisingly.
But it's getting to be nice outside, so a Fury and Goose love being out in the yard, bird watching.
Squirrel killing.
Mm-hmm.
But that is it for this episode. And also, as we're reaching the holiday season, we are still going to be releasing some episodes,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not going to be about Riverdale because Riverdale season 7 is coming up. Like, they're filming it right now, so it's not going to come out for a while. So for the holiday season, we're going to be doing like movies and stuff.
Yes.
So if you have any recommendation for any Christmas themed movies, any cringy ones, like the ones on Netflix, let us know so that we can do them for you.
Yes, and the other thing about Riverdale season 7, we're gonna want to be able to watch it and break it down with you the way we have been now. So we will
Yes.
wait for it to hit Netflix.
Yes. And that might take a while.
Yeah.
So also, if you have any other show recommendations,
We'll need them.
because we do want to do A Secret Life of an American Teenager.
Yes.
Because it's just so funny.
We love it.
But yeah, just let us know anything. If you want to shit talk to us, do it.
Yeah.
You want to do confessions? DM us. We will talk about it on here.
Yes. Yes.
Dude.
Oh my god. Let us know your tea,
Side podcast.
your drama.
For real. Even if it's like book tea, give me book tea.
Yes.
And like at the end, put the title. Because if it's juicy, I will buy that book.
Yeah, and then just mark like if you want to spoil it. Like we're spoiling books every fucking day. We
Yes.
know it. We are so sorry if you're mad about it, but I am
But you
trying to
can
start
skip
like
forward.
adding, chapters or whatever. I don't know how it's working. Whatever.
We're trying to do the spoiler alerts also.
Yeah, it's not great, but just know if we say the title of the book and you want to read it or you are reading it, you should probably skip ahead.
Yes. Unless you're still fine with reading it, because there's a lot of details that we.
Yeah, we do gloss over where we're
Yes.
like, yeah, I agree. Anyway.
But yeah, let us know your recommendations. Tell us your fucking tea of the week.
Yes.
And that is it for this episode. Follow us. Bye.
Bye, guys.